Moving on to our next story, a social enterprise in Karachi, Pakistan is helping people without hands and arms attain basic mobility through low-cost robotics.
The plastic printed arm developed by Bionics Pakistan sells for a fraction of the cost of those available in other countries, and it uses a business model which also helps the poorest. For the bionic arm to work properly, it needs to be properly connected to the human arm. Since 2019, Bionics has sold 115 robotic prosthetics, 80% of which were covered by charitable donations. According to the United Nations, 1 in every 6 people in the Asia-Pacific region lives with a disability. That's 650 million people. A bionic prosthetic costs $1,900 whereas according to the website Bionics for All, the same prosthetics in developed countries in Europe and the US can cost up to $20,000. Efforts to restore degraded but once fertile land in Jordan's desert offers hope for one of the world's most water-scarce nations. Local organizations believe projects that reintroduce native plants and implement smart water harvesting systems are only set to worsen.
The UN Desertification Agency says 40% of land globally is currently degraded, blaming unsustainable land and water management for agricultural practices, mining, urbanization, and infrastructure development for the deterioration. Restoring degraded land can help economic resilience, create jobs for vulnerable communities, and achieve food security while alleviating the impacts of climate change and desertification. The degraded land in Jordan receives less than 200 millimeters of annual rainfall. The factors are overexploitation of vegetation cover, overgrazing, and new land practices. By the year 2030, it warns that some 700 million people could be displaced by drought. The UN report also calls for financial support to bolster conservation and restoration in developing countries.